Welcome to the Sierra Nevada mountains. We're headed up to a cabin which is on the peak of this mountain that's just off to the left here. The road conditions are exceptionally sketchy right now because we got a big snowstorm here last night, or all day yesterday and overnight. I'm gonna try to just sort of force my way over there and park. I'm gonna back up a little bit so I can give it a little power and just sort of plow right in there. Yeah, there we go. That worked. All right, so we are on the trail. Got about 3 miles to make it up to the summit where the cabin is. And we gain 1,000 feet of elevation in the process. And with this snow, it might be a little bit of a doozy. Check out how high the snow is on the side of the trail here. This is all from the wind that accompanied the snowfall last night. It just blows snow and piles it up against these trees. When we get into these drifty areas, that's where the snow that I'm walking through gets deeper as well. Got a little stream down there. So that right there is runoff from the snowpack up here. Some really nice fresh water. I would still use a filter on it, but man, that would taste really good right about now. I have all my water packed in with me, which now I'm seeing the snow up here is definitely enough where I could have melted some, but you know what, it's just a better workout. So a lot of you may have noticed that Ellie, my golden retriever, is not along on this one. And that's because we are out in the Lake Tahoe area visiting Riley's family. And so Ellie is back at home in Minnesota. And I thought, you know, while we're out here, might as well find a cool adventure in a cool cabin. And that's what we're doing. The trees are thinning out, which means you're getting higher up on this slope. It's good in the sense that it means we're getting there. We're making progress, but it's making our trail conditions a lot worse because there's no protection from those trees, from the snow drifts, you know? So it's a lot deeper snow, harder to walk in. Oh boy. We have reached a major junction. So this right up here is where we make a right turn, and it takes us to the summit. This is also the 1 mile marker. So we have 1 more mile to go from here. And I think with that, it's time to take a little break. Whew, feels good having that thing off of my shoulders. It's a lot of weight, actually. I didn't pack, you know, ultralight in the slightest. Back at it for the final push. 1 mile, and I believe we still have another 400 feet of elevation to gain. The snow is consistently up to my knees now. I definitely should have brought my snowshoes, but I'm gonna make it, so, you know, it is what it is at this point. Oh, this is funny. So as you can see, we've got a gate here, and they have to have a sign that warns you that the gate is there, because I'm sure a lot of the time this is absolutely buried in snow. But this gate is extra good news to us, because that means we're on the final ascent. We have one more little stretch to go, and then we'll be there. Here she is. Oh, yes. That right there is a sight for sore eyes. Man, oh man. Let's get in there. Oh, gotta be careful still. So this right here is the cabin, and this is the fire lookout. So the people who would work that lookout would, you know, work up there all day, and then they would spend the night in the cabin, which is pretty cool. This thing was built back in the late 40s or 50s, I believe. So it's been up here for a while. Yes. So you do need to get a permit to stay up here, which I did, and they'll give you the combo for the lock. Otherwise, if I didn't have that, this would be very disappointing. Actually, I'll take this with us so no one can lock us in. Oh, this is so nice. A little kitchen. Little entryway, and then here's the cabin. Oh, wow. Has a little gas fireplace, which is our heat while we're in here. And then as you can see, we've got one bed there, and then a couple of bunks here. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. It feels so good to be here and to finally be able to relax. I think it's so cool how much more you appreciate things when you have to work for them. And so having to come up here through all that snow and to ascend so much elevation, it really, really makes this a special experience. And I just love that, you know. All right, guys, so we're gonna head outside and check out the fire tower, see if we can get a nice view out there. But before we do, I wanna tell you about the sponsor of this week's video, Beam. And just a reminder, sponsors are really important to this channel because they believe in what we're doing enough to support us, and that allows us to be able to make these videos for you guys on a regular basis. So we're very, very grateful to them, as well as you, for watching. So a few months back, I noticed that I wasn't getting the best sleep. I would wake up in the middle of the night with thoughts running through my head, and I just wouldn't be able to get back to sleep. Well, I decided to give Beam's Dream a shot. This was about a month or so ago, and it's been helping tremendously. It's a drink blend filled with the highest quality sleep promoting ingredients. You can have increased focus, boosted energy, improved mood, better skin, and an improved immune system, which we know is very important. Now, I already fall asleep incredibly fast, but what Dream has done for me is it's allowed me to stay asleep longer, which has improved that quality so much more. There are a lot of great ingredients in here, but the one that's really worked well for me is the melatonin. Now, in the past, melatonin has given me some crazy dreams, but I feel like there's a good balance of it in here because that hasn't happened yet. It has a really great taste and is super easy to incorporate into your night routine. What I do is just heat up some water, mix it up, and then enjoy it while I'm winding down at the end of the night. So here are some of the perks that you can get with a subscription. You'll save 20% every single month, and you'll get a free frother with your first order. You'll also get free shipping and early access to new product launches. You're able to pause or cancel your subscription at any time, and you can swap in different flavors whenever you'd like. Beam's Dream is clinically shown to improve sleep, and all you have to do to get started is follow the link in the description of this video, or you can scan the QR code, which is up here on the screen, and use my special code. It's moments like this where I get very emotional just thinking about how blessed I am to be here, to have a body that can hike and climb up a mountain through snow to reach places like this. Grateful for a beautiful family. I'm grateful for all of you for your support, because it's because of you that I'm able to do this. And then also I'm just grateful to be alive. and living in such an amazing country. It's truly an amazing place. I try not to take that for granted. So, I think I mentioned on the way up here that I brought a few luxuries. One of them is, it's a little, well, you'll see. So this right here is a little fire pit. I brought this up here because you guys know I love having fires, and I wanted to make sure I could have one and do it safely. I didn't realize there was going to be this much snow here. I mean, we're going to have no problem making a fire, but I'm still going to do so in this because I don't know where the fire ring is up here. Looks like we got a little bit of wood that we can burn. Not looking to have a huge fire, so just having a little bit of wood should be great. All right, so I figured this little area below the fire tower would be a great spot. Get a nice view and enjoy a little campfire. A little baby campfire. Still, I'll take it. It's better than nothing. And the view, I mean, the view takes the cake. Well, it is dinner time, and this is a real treat. We have an oven. I never have an oven, unless we're up at our family cabin, but this is going to be great, and I decided to bring up some flatbreads, and we're going to make some pizzas. Dear God, thank you for getting us here safely and help us to have a great time the rest of the day. Amen. It really doesn't get much better than this. cannot believe the view we have. It's unreal. The pizza's bomb too. Well, I do not have any whiskey tonight, unfortunately, but I have this tiny little margarita, and for good reason, because right now, when I'm filming this at least, it is Cinco de Mayo. So, seemed appropriate to have a little margarita. Well, it's time to go to bed. I'm definitely tired tonight. It's a lot of hiking, but I'm also kind of bummed because this is the only night I'm staying up here, and it's been a really great day, but that's okay, you know. It's the beauty of these places, you know, there's plenty more of them, so yeah, gonna get up early and have some coffee, and then we'll get out of here. But for now, just gonna get some sleep. Good night. All right, all packed up and cleaned up in there. I got to get back early to meet up with the family. So I'm just gonna make tracks on the way down, and I'm looking forward to the downhill this time. I better get moving, and I'll see you at the car. Well, that is a wrap. Man, oh man, what an awesome adventure. Just, you know, being up in the mountains again was such a treat. And again, there's just a sense of accomplishment that is hard to match when you really have to put forth effort to reach a destination. And so even though it was challenging getting up and down the mountain, it was so worth it. The cabin was incredible. The lookout was gorgeous. Everything was great. And again, I'm just so grateful to be able to do this. It's truly a gift. So thank you all for watching. I want to thank our patrons who generously donate to our channel. Thank you. All of you really make this possible. And like I said, I'm just extremely grateful. So headed back home to Minnesota. So we're going to pick up our adventures there. And again, I do have that new cabin coming, I promise, and it's going to be worth it. So hang in there for that. But until then, I'm going to get back to the family, enjoy our last day here, and we'll see you later. God bless.